Back guys, today we are going to learn about arterial anastomosis around scapula. The arterial anastomosis around scapula takes place between the first part of subclavian artery and the third part of axillary artery at two sides. The two sides are around the body of scapula and over the acromion process. Around the body of scapula, it is formed by suprascapular artery, which is a branch from thyrocervical trunk, which is a branch from first part of subclavian artery. The circumflex scapular artery, which forms anastomosis around the body of scapula, which is a branch of subscapular artery, which is in turn a branch of third part of axillary artery. There is one more branch from thyrocervical trunk, which is the deep branch of transverse cervical artery. Over the acromion process, it occurs between the acromial branches of thoracoacromial artery, suprascapular artery, posterior circumflex humeral artery. Coming to the pictorial correlation, this is the subclavian artery. This is the first part of subclavian artery. This is the axillary artery, third part of axillary artery. This is second part of axillary artery. And between the first part of subclavian artery and third part of axillary artery, arterial anastomosis around scapula takes place. This is the scapula and it is having a body. This is the body and this is the acromion process. At these two sides, what takes place? At these two sides, the anastomosis takes place. This is the thyrocervical trunk, which is from the first part of subclavian artery. It gives two branches, one suprascapular artery, which takes place in the anastomosis around the body of the scapula, and this is the deep branch of transverse cervical artery, which is also takes place in the anastomosis around the body of the scapula. These two are branches from the thyrocervical trunk, which is a branch of first part of subclavian artery. And there is another branch which is subscapular artery, which is from third part of axillary artery, which gives of circumflex scapular artery, which passes between the cleft between the teres major and minor. This is a circumflex scapular artery. These three arteries take part in the arterial anastomosis around the body of the scapula, and over the acromion process, this is acromion process, it takes place between the acromial branch of suprascapular artery, acromiothoracic artery and the posterior circumflex humeral artery. Acromial branches of suprascapular artery, this is suprascapular artery, which gives an acromial branch, and acromial branch of acromiothoracic artery, this is the acromiothoracic artery, and which gives of a acromial branch, and this is the posterior circumflex, humeral artery, which gives of a acromial branch. These three arteries take part in the arterial anastomosis over the acromion process. These are the two sides in which arterial anastomosis around scapula takes place. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe the channel.